Hello, friends. Welcome back to This Week. Next week, this is the podcast slash video series slash behind the scenes look at what I've done this week and what I'm doing next week. If you're listening on audio, this is also a video podcast on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, this is also an audio podcast that you can find in the description below. Last week, I talked to you about how this week was going to be Goblin mode and how we might have had babies at this point. There are no babies yet. Next week is definite. We're going to have babies Wednesday at the latest. And so this week has been Goblin mode, trying to get everything possible done. And that has resulted in a couple of really late nights, couple of 1 or 2 a.m. nights trying to get stuff done, and I've gotten a lot done. I'm really happy with how much I've gotten done, actually. So we'll go over all of that. But yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really tired, but I'm really happy with the amount of stuff that I got done, and I feel like I've got good momentum. Of course, that's leading into paternity leave, but that's okay. That's what that was the plan. I knew that I was doing this so that I could bank up a bunch of stuff for leave. So let's start on Saturday. Saturday, I was brushing my teeth, about to head out the door, and I saw Joel Hooks tweeted, "When do you decide to read the docs front to back?" And I just quoted it and said, "This is my semi-regular encouragement to read the docs straight through. No one does it. It'll give you a massive advantage. You don't even have to remember everything. Having a broad understanding will help you dive deep on specific topics." And so I tweeted that out, and then I left, and I went to Barnes & Noble, and I went to Chick-fil-A with my daughter. Yeah, I went to Chick-fil-A with my daughter. And this is maybe my top tweet of all time, 550,000 views. And lots of people replying, lots of people quoting it, a few people disagreeing, but a lot of people saying this is really good advice. And this is another example, I think, of shots on goal, or like doing things and telling people maybe. I had a thought. I thought it was a good thought, and so I tweeted it and moved on. And this has turned into basically like the theme of my week, this tweet right here. And got a lot of new followers, got a lot of attention from it. And it's one of those things that, yeah, I've tweeted stuff like this 100 times and nobody's ever cared. And now I tweet it and people care. Not my problem. That's why I just keep tweeting. So tweeted this on Saturday, and then wanted to flesh it out because I've had this thought for a really long time. If you've followed me at all, you know that I've read a bunch of books and a bunch of docs. I don't have a formal computer science degree, and so books and docs are the best way that I learn. And so I took this and turned it into a full-on blog post that I put on my shiny new website. Remember, I told you that I felt like having the website done was going to enable me to write more, and maybe that was true after all. Maybe I do know thyself. I guess myself in that case. So I turned it into a big blog post, and spoiler alert, I also turned it into a YouTube video. But I wrote this, I think, on like Saturday night or something. I stayed up super late writing this. I tried to record, this is actually interesting. I tried to record the video first. I thought this would make a good video. I'm, big video guy now, and I thought this would make a good video, but I couldn't figure out what I was trying to say. And I found that like sitting down to write it really distilled the points in my head and let me put together that narrative structure. And so this is something I'm trying to do with all of like my content is do a blog post. I guess start with a tweet to kind of like workshop the idea, and then either do a video and a blog post, or a blog post and a video, because I'm just finding that like the platforms are so entirely different, and the durability of content is so different. On Twitter, it just washes away immediately. On my site, it lasts for nearly ever. And on YouTube, it can last forever with a lot of help from the platform itself. And so I don't want to waste a bunch of effort. So this time, This time, the direction I went was to write it down and then record a video. I think with technical topics, it's easier for me to record a video and then write it down. But with this kind of like nebulous, like thoughts with Aaron, it is easier for me to write it down and distill it out. Because what I really don't want to do is get on a YouTube video and ramble and people be like, this is dumb. And I also don't want to get on there and rant and say a bunch of stuff that I don't actually believe. And so I want to be able to be thoughtful on YouTube, which I know is crazy. So took this blog post, and then, you take the blog post and you put that back out on Twitter, like I did here. And then you take the blog post and you put that on LinkedIn, and it's just a whole thing, isn't it? But I did from there turn it into this YouTube video. Only 1% of developers will do this. I thought that was a good, ooh, that's a real YouTube-y title, right? Since this is my personal channel, I guess we could go behind the scenes here. Okay, good. I'm logged in. So we'll go to studio.youtube, and there we go. So this is, out of my last 10 videos, this is like the number 2 video, which, again, is crazy. I had such self-doubt right before I published this because I thought this is not a technical topic. I mean, it is, but I'm not like screencasting. I'm not showing you how to do something. But that's not my problem, right? My problem is to make the video and put it out there. So really, really, really happy with this. Still trying to find my footing on the personal YouTube side. I've had some success, but still trying to find out what my niche is gonna be, and I'm thinking it's pretty much gonna be PHP Laravel, but I do like peppering in some of these thoughts with Aaron topics. So happy about that. If we go back out to the channel, pause that guy. If we go back out here, I did release 2 videos. So I released 2 videos from my personal channel, the Atomic Locks one and the Read the Docs one. And then I also recorded another one. I have a third video that I have recorded. And I recorded that one super late last night. I think I finished at 1 or 2 last night. And that one is on making resilient URLs. I won't spoil it, but really happy that I got that recorded. And then on the planet scale side, so looking at the public view of the planet scale channel, released a feature flags as JSON video. And then this one was super fun, saving a SAS on the weekend. Also this weekend, I spent a lot of time on Twitter, I'm learning. Also this weekend, I saw this guy was having this issue with planet scale, and we tweeted back and forth and figured out what his problem was. And I thought, this is great content. I can take this and turn this into a planet scale video. And so I turned that one around super quick, and recorded a planet scale video on that. And it's doing great. I won't show you anything behind the scenes, but just looking at the public view there, we see, 13,000 views on that guy. And lots of really nice comments. So very happy with that. I will switch over to something you can't see. And all right, so released all of those videos. I recorded another, I think 4. I recorded another 4 planet scale videos on top of that, which is a whole lot. And I still probably have 2 more in me today, and then I'm going to try to knock out maybe 2 more this weekend. And then I've got to be done by early next week. So Goblin mode, I think was a massive success, to be honest with you. If we look at aaronfrancis.com and we go down to, we can just scroll down a little bit. So this is my website, and this is where I basically catalog everything that I have done. And so here's the stuff that was released this week. 1% of developers will do this, saving SAS on the weekend, storing feature flags, an episode of Mostly Technical, the other podcast, the Read the Docs like a book, and then Goblin mode and race conditions. So maybe race conditions was exactly 1 week ago. But then I got 5 more videos recorded this week that are still yet to come out. So just feeling great. I'll be honest with you. Feels awesome. I'm super tired. People always are asking me like, dude, how do you do so much without burning out? Because it's working. Like I'm having fun. I'm having success. It's working. There have been points in my life where I've been trying really hard and running into a brick wall over and over and over. And it turns out that's a lot more discouraging than running really fast and the wind is at your back and everything is working. And so it's not going to go on forever. I know that, but I'm trying to capitalize on it while I can and, knock out as much as I can before the new set of twins comes, which is still insane. So is that it for this week? I think that's probably it for this week. Yeah, let's move on to next week. So that's it for this week. Next week, the thing that I'm like the extracurricular thing that I'm focused on is screencasting.com Black Friday. And so, that email I've been talking about for 1,000 years, that's going to go out as a part of a Black Friday sequence. And I finally moved everything over to Bento. So Active Campaign is over. I will miss ye not. Active Campaign sucks. Bento is awesome. Bento is very interesting because it does feel... what does it feel like? It feels a little more like primitives. Like you can do literally anything. And you can you kind of have access to like, I don't know, 6 building blocks, events and flows and tags and people. And with that, you just do whatever you want, man. You can do anything. And so I've got my personal site. I got this sign up switched over to Bento, which by the way, I have a newsletter. Please, subscribe to my newsletter. I got my personal site switched over to Bento. I got the screencasting.com site switched over to Bento. And now I'm ready to send out some Black Friday emails. So that's my extracurricular focus for this weekend. Next week is write up a Black Friday sequence and try to be respectful so that I don't like become marketing guy, but I also want to send emails so that I can make money so that we can buy diapers and stuff. So tough life, right? And then I will continue Goblin mode as it relates to recording videos. I've probably got 4 or 5 more in me before I just like totally fizzle out. And I should fizzle out at the same time that the babies come. And frankly, I think that it's going to sound insane. I think the babies coming is going to be like I'm going to be chilling. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, they wake up all the time. Yeah, you don't know day from night, but like it's going to be awesome. I'm so freaking excited about it. The thing that I'm freaking out about is getting all the work done. Like I'm excited for the babies to come and be in that kind of haze of like newborn. Like I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be fun. So Goblin mode continues. Goblin mode revisited this week and I guess next week. And yeah, that's it. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really excited. I'm enjoying this format. I don't know if you'll see me next week because by then, you probably won't because we'll still be in the hospital. Actually, I think we'll be in the hospital for like 4 days, which would be Wednesday. We have them Wednesday to Thursday to Friday to Saturday. So we'll be in the hospital over Thanksgiving. So, yeah, send us your turkey and cranberry. But yeah, you probably won't see me on here next week, but the week after, I'll give you an update of how the tiny little babies are doing. Let me know. Oh, whoa, one last thing. I signed up for this suggest.gg. So this is a place where you can come and like suggest that I work on things. I want to kind of use it as, maybe content suggestions, but like a fun AMA. If you have a question, you can come here and post something. So make a suggestion. I have a question. Hey, man. I think it's open to the public. So then if we go to suggest.gg/Aaron D. Francis, Other ideas? Maybe I have to approve something. I don't actually know. But definitely go there and let me lifetime suggestions, dashboard. Oh, here you go. I have a question. Inbox, add to ideas. There we go. Now if we go back to, let's go to the public profile. Cool. Then people can vote it up and down. So if you have a question or suggestion, leave it in the suggestion box and I'll make them public and you can vote on them. So suggest.gg/Aaron D. Francis. Next time you see me, I'll have 1,000,000 kids and I'll be very tired, but I will be very excited to see you. See ya.